You are ready to go on. Go on. Go on. Build our temples for tomorrow, strong as we know how. We stand on top of the mountain, free within ourselves.
All right, hello, welcome to the Boise Bolt Hackathon. I am your host, Mario. I'm here in the beautiful Unbound Meridian location, and I'm super excited to be a part of this hackathon. I don't have anybody physically here with me. However, I have a lot of ideas what I'm going to be building for the hackathon. And if you are local to the Treasure Valley, Boise area, feel free to contact me at any point in time. All my information will be in the link here. Uh, yeah, like I said, I'm super excited. This is going to be my third hackathon that I've been a part of. Uh, the first hackathon was the Decentralized Identity Foundation Hackathon, and that was back in October of 2024. Started off building a no code project. Actually, had a couple of ideas for that, but the one that took us across the finish line in the end was the BM 9000, and that's you can find that as our drum machine. It's at basemoney.io, and it was built by me and a good friend of mine, Void. And yeah, we had a month to build the BM 9000. And like I said, it started from a no code project. I was using ChatGPT and VS Code Editor to start to build the prototype. And once my friend, who is a awesome developer, saw what I was building, he said, "Well, hey, Mario, this is amazing. How are you doing this?" Knowing that I'm not a developer. And so I showed him what I was building, and he basically took it from there, and he turned the BM 9000 into the amazing machine that it is right now. And I will go ahead and demonstrate that for you because I really do believe in the power of no coding, low coding, vibe coding, whatever you want to call it. I'm a real advocate of that. Be not knowing or being professionally educated on how to code myself, um, I found uh, I found it to be a great way for me to express myself creatively, right? To just have a vision and then be able to use these AI tools to start to bring the vision to life. Now, no doubt, I've come into some obstacles while I'm doing that. Um, you know, uh, Trying to push the limits of no coding, of vibe coding. Sometimes there's like I sometimes there's limitations, but this is where I see Bolt.new coming onto the scene and really taking the next step forward. And that's why I'm excited to be a part of this hackathon, because I do see this as the next step forward in vibe coding and really opening up these avenues to people, creative people like myself, who don't know how to code but still have ideas. And maybe we're better at, say, marketing, or we're better at community building, or we're better at doing art, anything of that nature. By having these tools, these AI tools at our hands, I think we're able to just be more involved in the projects, like with the Base Money project. Um, Without having the AI tools, without having Chat GPT, I would not have been able to, create the prototype. I would have maybe been able to do some drawings, some sketches, maybe used a, my Adobe Illustrator or something to create the idea. But being able to start to lay the groundwork of the code really opened up a lot of doors, and it took a lot off of my friend's plate. Void being a developer, he's by trade, he's got a lot of things on his plate, and so any way to minimize the amount of time that he has to spend building projects, that's a win for us. And we've been able to do that using AI, and he's now using it in his workflow. So that's another amazing win, I think. Having being able to take some work off the dev's plate. And I don't know, maybe sometimes he gets annoyed now because I'm coming up with other ideas. Now with Bolt.new, I have more ideas, and he's like, yo, you got to chill, man. Okay. But nevertheless, I'm trying to bring up the Base Money website on my computer here, and for some reason, it's not coming up. It's I'm getting froze out here, so I might have to. Let me stop sharing the background. Okay, and maybe that'll open up Base Money for us. Because I really think that when people see what's possible, that it will invigorate them, and it will get some of their creative juices flowing. And that's really what we want to do. We want to free up creative energy. As far as I could tell, that's the goal. Free up creative energy, spend more time building and less time twiddling our fingers, for lack of a better word. Let me see here. So yeah, if you're in the Treasure Valley area, I'm super excited to meet up with other people who are doing no code or vibe coding, anything like that. If you have any ideas on how you would, want to, let's see here. Maybe I could do it this way. I think I got an idea. We're going to put it onto the big screen here, because the Meridian location here has such an amazing tool here with the vibe. What is it? Vibe1.us. Okay, vibe.1.us. Okay, let me connect here to the internet. Gotta connect to theirs, and we'll make this happen. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna work. This is gonna work just perfect. If I can't share it on my if I can't share it on my screen, maybe I can share it on the background here. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Vibe1.us. Yeah, if you're in the Boise metro area, definitely hit me up. And let's uh, let's let's build something together, because I think that that's another amazing opportunity that's presented to us with these hackathons, is that we can come together, we could build with each other, and we could build not only products, but we could build community. And as far as I could tell, that's just about as important as building a product, is having a community that you could build with. Because if you have no community to build with, um, you're gonna it's gonna be very very difficult to get anything off the ground. You could have great ideas, but without a great community, it's very difficult. And within that community, that's where we find our different strengths and our different weaknesses. Honestly, um, if we are able to get somebody who has a, please use the desktop or iPad. Okay. Let's see here. Base. That's where we're able to play off each other's strengths and fill in any gaps that we have. Um, Honestly, that's definitely what we want to do. And I have to be able to get onto the internet with a stronger connection here if we're going to be able to continue doing this virtual hackathon. And I really want to do it, so I'm going to keep on trying. Okay. I don't know. I'm using I'm using their connection, and there seems to be something going on with the connection here. Or okay, reload. Well, I've been able to so far build a couple unique things with the Bolt website, or with the Bolt platform. One of the things that I built that I thought was really just amazing was just a landing page. And I built a landing page for this hackathon. And to me, that was the biggest eye opener so far, was how quickly and easy I was able to make this landing page. Um, it was effortless, honestly. I was able to just give it a prompt, and off of my prompt, I was able to. Um, well, let's check it out, because I already have it here. So let's see. Here we go. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can share this. Okay. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Share screen. What do we want to do? Present. Share screen. Here we go. I'm sharing. And here we go. Here's my video I made about this amazing landing page. I just built my third app using Bolt.new no code technology. It's super tight. For my third app, what I wanted to do was see if Bolt could build me a landing page. And no doubt it did. I was able to give it a quick prompt about what I wanted, and it shot me out this really dope landing page. Now, what I did with the landing page is I tied it into a live event that's going on this Tuesday, May 20th at 6:30 here in the Treasure Valley of Idaho. This is a live event. We got a physical location, but we're also going to be doing it virtual. And we're going to be showing off some of the apps that I've been building, and then trying to collaborate with other people to see what they've been building, get ready for the hackathon that's coming up in the next month. Bolt.new is putting on. Now, the landing page, I did it in just a couple minutes, and all I needed was a prompt. You can see it's pretty tight. Uh, I was able to actually create a link over to the 12-inch apps discussion page. So we got an actual discussion page where we're sharing all of the different apps that we're making. And then actually got a link over to the BM9000, which was our beat machine that started off as a no code project. So trying to really tie it all in together. The landing page also was able to easily connect my Twitter page to it. So it's it's pretty tight. You know, I didn't have to touch any code in order to get this landing page. You see it has actual cards built into it. And man, I'm just really excited about that type of technology because the landing page was free for me to make and they deployed it onto the internet. I didn't have to touch anything and it was done in just a couple minutes. So saving a lot of energy, energy that I could then use to be creative and make something happen. So yeah, May 20th, 6:30. We got a physical location secured here in the Treasure Valley. You could go to the website here. I'll put a link and yeah, tap in. Let me know if you're building something with Bolt. Let me know if you have any ideas about apps that you want to see, something creative, something fun, and let's get it cracking. All right, peace.
For more videos, visit 12inchapps.com.
There it is. That was the video that I made. As you can tell, I was super excited when I found this Bolt technology. Uh, it makes it so much easier to create apps and to deploy them. That's what's really amazing, is that by you and that's what I think is separating Bolt from the other tools that I've used, is that with Bolt, and I'll go ahead and go to the Bolt.new site. With Bolt, you can see here that everything is done for you. So we have here the Bolt website. It says, what do you want? What do you want to build? And it's really that simple. I'm going to type in a prompt here, and let's say I want a landing page. Okay, we're just going to do this. Say, I want a landing page for my website. My website is going to be a visual journal for my users. I want them to be able to upload photos, descriptions, and have ways to organize different folders. Okay, so let's say I'm building a website and it's a visual journal, right? Say it's something like Instagram, but Instagram it's one picture after another after another. There's no way to really bundle them all together. That's what I think is one of the downfalls of a lot of the social media platforms, the image media platforms. It's always about what's next, but there's not this cohesive tying things together. Like um, if I'm looking at somebody's Instagram page, how do I follow one of their journeys? Say let's say they have a baseball team, they're a little league baseball team. Where's the folder at for just the little league baseball team? There's a game every Saturday, and maybe there's things happening in between the games, and they're posting different things that are happening. So how do I know? I just want to see what's going on with their baseball journey, or maybe just their school. Maybe they're a student. Maybe it's my child, and I want to see what they're going on in school. I don't want to necessarily see what's going on with the rest of their life that they're sharing with the world. So that's what I'm just making up a mock page right now. Description and ways to organize different folders. All right. I want the landing page to be clean and elegant with some modern text and flavor. The name of my site is, let's see, Visual Journal. I want there to be a mock subscribe button and also a button to email me. All right, let's see what happens. So I got just this short prompt and I hit the button. Right now, this is all being done for free. It's the free tier for Bolt.new. And I think that's really cool that they offer that free tier. So I'm going to go ahead and get this going in the background of me too so you could see everything happening. All right, so it's working. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is what is so dope about Bolt is that typically when I'm doing my chat GPT building, I would have to, say chat, I need the code for this. It'd give me the code and then I copy and then I paste that into my VS Code editor. And there's a lot of copying and pasting. And that can get really tedious really quick. And so what I thought was kind of mind-blowing about Bolt is that it's all going on in my browser right now. Everything's happening in my browser. I'm not having to copy and paste anything. My landing page is being created. And the same thing goes on for any apps that I'm building on here. I will share one of the other apps that I built on here afterwards, just to give you an idea of how that works. Unfortunately, my base money website is not pulling up right now, and I don't know what the deal with that is. So we might not be able to get to see the BM9000, but maybe we will. Let's see here. Bolt.new is working. Usually just takes a couple minutes depending on how large the prompt is. And once Bolt.new is done reading my prompt, it's going to give me what I'm looking for. It's going to shoot this website out. So let's see here. All right, boom. There we got it. All right, so once the code is all done, it's going to give me a preview button over here. And here it is. Here's I'll hit deploy. And this is amazing, right? It just gave me a really incredibly tight landing page that I could then use for my personal website. I can use this in tandem with other web page building tools. Once I deploy it, it can host it automatically for me, which is just absolutely amazing. Or it can give me the means to host it somewhere else, which is crucial, absolutely crucial. Here we go. So now it's going to say deploy to now I can open the website. Okay, so now I'm going onto the internet here. Here's my landing page. It's called Visual Journal. Capture your life's visual story. Create beautiful visual journals of your experiences. Upload and organize and share your moments in an elegant digital space. So it created these cards for me. It's given examples of maybe things that I've posted, summer vacation from that small prompt, then it has a place here where I can enter my website or enter my email address to subscribe, start your journal. So this is like the front end. It already made the gallery. You can send a message. I mean, just amazing that it was able to do that. A contact button. I am blown away by how quickly it was able to make this landing page and how cool the landing page looks. So this type of technology here, I think, is was necessary, especially when we're talking about vibe coding. Like, this is it. This is what we needed. No doubt, this is exactly what we needed. Because otherwise, we're spending a lot of time even just trying to come up with ideas on how to build a landing page. You might spend a month, you might pay somebody a whole bunch of money to try to come up with a landing page for you. But that's not the case with Bolt.new. And that's why I'm excited to be a part of this hackathon. I think that it's going to open up a whole bunch of opportunities for people. I really do. I really do. So I'll go ahead and share one of the other apps that I've built, or I've just kind of just start to tinker with. I haven't built it, but like I said, so what Base Money is, and I'm so sorry I can't sign into it right now. I'm trying to send a message to the tech guys like, yo, where's our website? But basically what Base Money is, it's a beat machine. And I'm sure that I could, let's see here, x.com. Okay, let's go to Base Money. All right. So the Base Money, it has two components to it. When you open it up on your desktop, it's a full beat sequencer, but when you open it up on your phone, this is what it looks like. It's basically a stem player. So you can see there's different buttons, different instruments, but here, let's play it. Playing in the background. That is so cool. We got it going on in the background. Let me go ahead and let me mute. How do we? This screen is amazing right here. Definitely going to be using this meeting room in the future, because wow, that is amazing. It sounds incredible. Let me come here to present, share screen, go to here. Okay, let me just share this. So this is the BM9000. The stem player, when you open it up on your laptop or your desktop, it's a full beat sequencer. And one of the cool things about the BM9000 is that we have this shadow share. And shadow share is really one of a kind way of sharing music. That I can't really show you because the website's not working on that. It's a browser-based website, browser-based system, which is really cool, right? So let's turn this off. And one of the things that you could do on the BM9000 is create these shadows, is what we call them. Basically, you can share your beats. And so I created this app on Bolt.new that's going to help us. Okay, let me share this with you. This is going to be like our beat battle area. So this is just the test that I started making. But like I said, I don't know how to code. I just put in a prompt, and basically what the idea here is that we're going to be able to enter a beat. All right, so this one is called Deputy Doodle. All right, and I'm not going to be able to grab the because it's not working right now. So let me see here if it's back up. Okay, let me see if there's another way that I could do this. I need the URLs. Let's see, do I have the URLs here? Okay, let's see. Let's see, I think I have the URL. I should have the URLs in the conversation. Here we go. Okay, so Deputy Doodle, here's the image that I'm going to use. Let me make sure you're watching. Okay, yeah, perfect. All right, here's the image, and then here is the audio for that image. All right, so this is what it is. We're gonna do this. So I can put it in here, submit a beat, and it's not showing up because something's wrong with the website. With the Base Money website. Tragic, I tell you. Complete tragedy. The Base Money, because everything's hosted on the Base Money site, and because I can't connect to it right now, not even on my phone, um, I can't show you how cool this is. But basically, what this is going to be able to, what you're going to be able to do with this is enter in a beat here, and it's going to show up, and then you're going to enter in your beat here, and then when you enter in your beat, let's see, this one was called Much Higher, and you enter in your beat, then you're going to be able to battle. There will be a battle that occurs, and people will then be able to come on here and vote for the beat that they like the best. So you can come here, you submit the beat. Oh, so this one's showing up. The image at least showed up. Okay. Proper. But the songs aren't showing up. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what happened with Deputy Doodle, why that image didn't show up, but it's basically there is a beat and there is a MP3 player that goes to each one of these, and then whoever gets 5 votes wins. I made this simple prototype using the Bolt.new platform, and I didn't have to code anything, and so it was really cool. Because I think that this little beat battle arena, once we get it fixed up, and it might be able to, I think something that we'll be able to plug into the Base Money page and build with, and then our users will be able to build with it, and so that'll be amazing, right? Because we want to gamify Base Money. It's a pretty simple beat machine. It's really easy to use, and so we want to gamify it as much as possible. And so being able to create these little apps like this, where there's a beat battle now, and you can win points, maybe that transfer over into a token at some point, it is just amazing. And being able to take that off of my dev's plate, coming up with these prototypes and then these codes that he's then able to take and just quickly plug in, even more amazing, so that he can continue doing his day job, and we can keep this a fun venture. All right, but that's pretty much what I wanted to do with this meetup was just introduce myself, say hello to the Bolt community. If maybe if there was anybody in the Treasure Valley area, connect with you and just build, because that's what I'm all about. I'm all about building. I want to build that community. I want to build up. I want to build. I want to build. I want to build, and it's funner to build with people. We get different ideas that we can toss around, and I think with this type of tech, the sky's the limit. So the hackathon starts basically May 30th to June 30th. It's being labeled the biggest hackathon in the world, giving out over $1 million in prizes. I don't know exactly what those prizes are going to be, but I think that it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun, and hopefully I can get some of those prizes. So if you're around and if you see me, say hello. Let me know what's up. Let me know what you're building, and maybe we can collaborate on something. All right. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and this is Mario signing out.